Alrighty, everybody. We are live, my friends. Good to see you guys again. Hope everyone's doing good. We are gonna get right into the update here in 1 minute here. But hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see what we got here today. We have Mark so far. Good to see you, Mark. Hope you're doing good, man. Of course, everybody else who is just joining us, it's good to see you guys here as well. We got some updates on the tropic. What's up, Bunsy? Good to see ya. Got some new information here on the tropics overall. But anyways, guys, hope everyone's having a wonderful day here. So we actually have something else I want to talk about today as well regarding like the crazy weather. We need to watch the Pacific, or the Southwest, I should say. We need to watch down in the Southwest here because we are going to be seeing quite a bit of rainfall coming into the region here, which could be a bit of a concern for my folks out here over the next several days here. So we'll talk more about that here in a little bit. Anyways, folks, well, let's go ahead and dive our way over here into the tropics view. So we are still watching Jerry. Tropical Storm Jerry here. Let's go ahead and bring up our satellite view. It's actually, I believe it's encountering a bit of wind shear right now. You can kind of see the convection. Let's see here. Circulation's right under here, but it seems like there's a little bit of wind shear it's kind of running into. Right now it is sustained at 65 miles an hour, so actually did pick up quite a bit of strength here. Central load down to 999 millibars. This was as of the newest update here, which actually just came out here, I believe. This is brand new. Here, let's go ahead and bring this over here. But yeah, there's a brand new update here from the Hurricane Center. What is going on up here? Hurricane Center has a area way up here. Hold on. A gale-force non-tropical area of low pressure located several hundred miles to the west of the northwest of the Azores, producing some modest convective activity near its center. Huh. Let's see here. Air Force reconnaissance aircraft finds Jerry is a little stronger. Tropical storm conditions possible portions of northern Leeward Islands as Jerry passes late Thursday. So I don't think there's any warnings out yet. I think we're still, we have a bunch of tropical storm watches in effect for areas up by St. Martin. Let's see, the Bottom. Is that literally the name of the island called the Bottom? Let's see here. St. Kitts. We got St. John's. Barbuda. Yeah, also Port Louis area. So we got quite a bit of tropical storm watches in effect here. So this just means, tropical storm conditions are possible. So we'll definitely look out there for it. Not warnings yet, though. We'll see what happens. I mean, those will probably be upgraded to warnings here, but the impacts are going to be here. So today's Wednesday. So it's supposed to make its closest approach here kind of by the evening of Thursday. So kind of about tomorrow evening, that's kind of when it's going to make its closest approach here. It's actually delayed now. Now expected to become a hurricane on the afternoon of Friday here. Good news is that the system should remain east of Bermuda. Cone's still pretty large out here, but the guidance has this thing just remaining east of Bermuda, which is definitely good. Still, wow, look at all that uncertainty still. Yeah, hurricane models are still kind of all over the place. You can kind of see here. Definitely still a bit of uncertainty. What's up, Nikki? Good to see you. Haven't been getting my notifications. YouTube sucks, man. I tell you, it does it with a lot of other people as well. YouTube just does not notify. I mean, I have like 32,000 subscribers, or I honestly forgot how many subscribers I have. But let's see here. Not quite 32. 31,000 subscribers. And YouTube barely even notifies anybody, anybody, even with notifications on, which is stupid. But good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, no, there's still quite a bit of uncertainty, with how kind of far west it goes here. Definitely need to watch those islands here. Let's go ahead and bring up our models. Do want to take a peek at those with you guys. So let's hop on over to the models. We're going to zoom in just a little bit. Let's see, GFS. Okay, so here's the 18 UTC run here. Barely shows any strengthening, which is good. You can see it right there. Barely picking up like any strength. Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned though about this low that develops off the southeast coast here. This thing could actually could bring some issues for the east here, which we'll have to certainly monitor. But yeah, GFS really doesn't show a lot of development out of Jerry. At least the 18 Zulu run. Let's try the previous run, 12 UTC. Yeah, 12 UTC has it developing pretty strong. Big changes from the last two models of GFS here. Here, let's try Euro. Oh, now Euro's on board. Yeah, there for the longest time, Euro was really underdoing the storm here. Well, like I said, it keeps it just east of Bermuda, which is good. We do have this shielding high pressure coming off the east coast of the U.S. here. So that's going to be kind of a savior, this guy right here. So that's going to push through, and then we're going to get a new low developing, though. Could be a bit of a coastal problem for the U.S. I mean, yeah, both GFS and Euro suggest it. Definitely across the mid-Atlantic coast. We need to watch that. I mean, it's going to have some similar characteristics to a tropical cyclone, potentially. I mean, because both Euro and the GFS suggest, that low getting down into the lower 990s, which that's like similar to tropical storm pressure. Here, let's go southeast. I think it's close enough. Yeah. Seems he has it a lot further offshore, which is interesting. But the main GFS and Euro have it very close to the mid-Atlantic coast there. Also, Icon does too. Huh. Yeah, we'll definitely have to watch it. We'll definitely be monitoring it, keeping an eye out there for it for the next, couple of days here. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of an issue, I do believe, for the country, in which we'll definitely be monitoring it here. I'm gonna snack on something while I'm on the stream. I'm gonna turn off my camera for now. I have not eaten anything like all day. I'm starving, so pardon me. But anyways, what's up, Cheryl? Good to see ya. Saying hello. How's everyone doing? Been a while. That's what happens when you have to work two jobs. Time to catch up on weather is time to catch up on weather. It's strangely dry in Texas. Supposed to be our stormy time. Good to see you, Cheryl. Hopefully you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. And let's look at the drought monitor real quickly. That's something we have not done in a while. Let's bring up the drought monitor. What part of Texas are you from, Cheryl? Are you north, south, east, or west? It seems like a lot of South Texas is very dry, like San Antonio. Is that San Antonio? Here, let me bring up our... Not super familiar. I believe that is San Antonio, though. Yep, San Antonio. Got it. Yeah, very dry out here. What's up, Chris? Saying, hey, Andrew. Hope all is well. See, it's the season where they issue frost advisories. I saw those, yeah. Yep. So you can see up here in Wisconsin, also Michigan here. Oh, these are freeze warnings. Ooh, nasty stuff. Yep. Also, did you guys see the Weather Channel? They dropped their hurricane or not hurricane, their winter storm names this year. They actually dropped them, so we now have that here. Let's move my radar over so we can actually look at something here. We'll go over to Wilmington. I think we got some precip out here. We got a little bit of stuff. Just have that up on the radar. All right, Cheryl, I got you. Yeah, guys, we'll do zip codes today if you guys want me to. Also, let me turn down my mic a little bit. It seems like it's a little bit too loud. But yeah, I got you, my friend. Let's see where you're at. If it'll even let me. Oh my goodness. It is not letting me copy that zip code and paste it in here. There we go. Got it. All right, my friend. Oh, you're up by the Dallas area. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look as dry over by you as like the deep south, Texas. You know, by San Antonio, it looks like you guys are really, really dry. But anyways, also the southwest is very dry. Now, like I was mentioning in the beginning of the stream, we have a big problem for the southwest. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of excessive rainfall coming in here. Here, let me pull up the overall rain multi-day forecast. So this is for the next 5 days in terms of rain. Yeah, look at all that. We'll do this next 7 days even. I mean, several inches for the region. You know, that's 3 to 5 inches over the next 7 days. I mean, that is ridiculous. That is a lot of rain. What's up, Rosie? Good to see you. Saying hello, everyone. I'm on Long Island watching the weather closely. Weatherman is already saying possible coastal storm for Sunday morning. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'll be watching that too. I mean, you could see here. I mean, we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of rain likely over the next several days as well. It seems like it really kind of rolls through the East Coast, especially like North Carolina, Virginia, Northeast here by like Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey. Could get quite a bit of rainfall out of it. But yeah, absolutely. Well, hope you're doing good, Rosie. Also, be careful. We'll definitely keep you in the loop with everything. Yeah, we were actually just looking at that here a minute ago, which we'll go ahead and bring up again. So, GFS here, you can see really has the system quite a decent pressure gradient. Actually, you know what? We're going to bring up Aguacero. Here, let's bring up Aguacero. I love this program because it lets me really deep dive. Here, let's go. I thought I had Aguacero already on a view. We'll just have it like that. Good enough. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring up some of those winds and stuff. Yeah, the winds on a surface low like that could be quite strong. Why am I pulling up pressure? Surface. Let's do accumulated max wind gusts here. GFS, by the way. Here we go. So take this with a grain of salt. Yeah. Could be quite nasty. Where did the why is it not showing me, like, let me show what it is? Anyways, but yeah, you can see according to you can't really see the table, but this is like right around 60 or so miles an hour. I mean, it's going to get pretty windy across those regions. Yeah. Yeah, Rosie, definitely need you to watch it. We'll look out for it. Let's see. Can I... Markers. What is this? Ah, there we go. I had it turned off. Yeah, you can see like 60 mile an hour winds out there along the coast. Yeah, it's going to be pretty windy. See Euro. This is the ECMWF now. Yeah, Euro is actually a little bit more significant. Inland not as strong. Yeah, so Rosie, definitely keep an eye out there for it. I mean, I wonder where Jerry's at. According to, here, let's close this here. So this is Euro once again. According to Euro, these islands might just get skimmed. You know, maybe some tropical storm wind gusts, but, you know, with a track like that, Let's do GFS here. Yeah, like I said, the latest GFS that shows the system not nearly as significant here. Let's go back to let's go to the 12 UTC run because the 18 Zulu a lot less significant as the previous run. Yeah, honestly, between Euro and Euro and GFS, it seems like a lot of the islands are just barely gonna miss this. What's up, Eden? Good to see ya. Check the golf temps, please. Manners. But yeah, I got you. Let me bring it up real quickly. Still pretty warm, especially the Caribbean. Super warm out here still. Look at that, 31 in the southern Caribbean. That's just south of Cuba, northwest of Jamaica. 31. Probably nearly 32 out there in the center. That's crazy. Gulf still 29, 30 Celsius. So I was actually explaining this yesterday, guys. I'm a little bit more concerned for tropical systems along the Gulf Coast. Right now, obviously, there's no threat. There is no tropical storm or hurricane for the United States, so don't worry about that. But I'm a little bit concerned because typically on this time of the year, we get a lot of those lows from the fall time starting to develop up north, trailing cold fronts. Sometimes those can spark off storms, and with the waters being as warm as they are, if other conditions are met, it could be pretty concerning. So we'll watch it. Rosie says, "Thank you, Andrew. Already starting to plan and taking things from the deck. Good to see you're preparing for it, my friend, and you're very welcome. Yeah, we'll definitely keep you updated with everything. And Rosie, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will be here for you." Anyways, what's up, Tabletop? Saying, should I in Wilmington worry about tornadoes? No. Honestly, so the way it looks is that low is going to stall off the east coast of the Mid-Atlantic. So that would in turn... Here, let me bring up the pressure. That would basically keep that tornado threat just east of you. Here's my pressure table I made. It's beautiful. Turn on fill. Ew, that's not it. Here, wrong thing. Look at my beautiful color table I created. It's awesome. But yeah, you can see, most models keep this thing just off the coast. So, as you know, tropical cyclones, it's the eastern side that are the biggest concern. Tornadic wise. So no, I wouldn't worry about that. Your main concern would honestly just be, quite a bit of wind. I don't know how close you are to coastal, but there would definitely be some coastal concerns and stuff like that. So we'll definitely need to look out there for that. Anyways, It Couldn't Beam says, "Hi, Andrew. How is the weather going to be for me, please? I don't know where you're at, my friend. If you could throw a zip code down, I will look at it for you. No problem. No problemo." Yeah, so you can really see that high pressure in the blue. Obviously we have Jerry. Jerry's right here. You got Jerry right here working northwest, and you got this area of high pressure. This is acting like a shield. But, this low develops here. It gets a little close to the U.S. coast there. See, gotcha. Let me pull up your zip code real fast. See what we got going on for you. Oh, you're up in Georgia. Gotcha. Oh, okay. I forgot you changed your name. My bad. I don't recognize you with your new name. So my apologies. Honestly, there's really not much going on here. to be honest. Next 3 days, not really much. We do have a thunderstorm threat today. We do have a little bit of activity out here. Just a little bit of rain to your southeast, but yeah, not much going on. So I'm not really worried about you. With this low, it's just going to be east of you. It's just going to be a bit of a coastal concern overall. So I think you'll be relatively good. Here, let me turn off Medar. It is very oh, not. I don't want that. Here, let's turn off Medar. It's super. There we go. That opens up a lot of room here. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, we're going to look at the total precipitation here. Let's pull up our multi-day. We'll do the next 5 days because that's reasonable. Yeah, not expecting much. You can see where all the rain's going to be with the system for the coast, especially out there by like North Carolina's coast and like Virginia, Northeast as well. But yeah, you should be good, my friend. Not really worried about you. Chris says for the weekend's coastal storm, the further west you are, the lighter the winds are, and the more eastern you are means stronger winds. Yes, essentially. So those coastal areas, they're going to feel the strongest winds out of the system. Yeah, definitely got to watch it on the coastal areas here. As you go inland, there's a lot more obstacles for the air to go over, which, slows down the wind. Somewhat also the strongest part, the strongest low is, or the lowest pressure is off the coast. So that's where some of the strongest winds are going to be. But yes, yeah, the further east you are toward the coast, the closer you are to the coast, the more stronger wind potential, basically. Absolutely. Here, let me bring that back up again for you guys. Model, we'll do surface, accumulated wind gusts here. Yeah, so here's GFS. I mean, it looks pretty gnarly. You can see, some of those gusts. We're going to be gusting like mid-level tropical storm force. Let's see here. Thank you. Got to change my name back. Nobody knows who I am anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I got used to Renita, but I still can't put 2 and 2 together. There for a while, I was changing our name on our channel here back to my name, but I was like, everybody already knows me as NWW. And then, I was planning to change everything, but like, what is it? Like the name to just my name, but I thought everybody has merch and stuff like that has NW on it. So, speaking of merch, guys, I got something to show you. Y'all want to check out my cool new merch here? I will post it in the chat so you guys can see. But look at our new stuff. If you guys want to support us, you guys can do so. Look at this new jacket, weather themed jacket we got. Weather Channel themed. Pretty cool stuff. Got a bunch of cool stuff for you guys to check out on there. Radar's theme stuff. So I will go ahead and put that in the chat so you guys can have a link to it. What's up, James? Good to see you, my friend. Here, let me put this in chat and then we'll get back to the tropics. Go ahead and put... There you go. I put 2 links there so you guys could have it. Anyways, but yeah, so we'll watch it. In terms of Jerry, still could get pretty gusty out there by, some of the islands out here. But the good news is that it seems like it's trended far enough eastward where it doesn't look like it's going to be a super significant threat out here. Wouldn't be surprised if the trend continues if they just cancel those watches, those tropical storm watches. Because the system's pretty small. It's a pretty compact storm here. I don't think a whole lot of those tropical storm conditions are going to get out there. So that's certainly good. Here, I'm going to bring over the sat for you guys here. This is Jerry. Wow. It's convected really good, though. Look at that. I think it's blew up in convection. Yeah, it looks like it's fighting a little bit of wind shear, though. As you can kind of tell here. Before that convective burst, it seemed like we have a little bit of wind shear going at it. But that latest convection really kind of kicked it. We do have a mission going on in it. Let's see, the drop sun shows 1,000 millibars. I think it's down to 999 though. I think that's what the Hurricane Center has on it. Here, let me check. Yep. Yeah, Hurricane Center, they're going to have the pressure down right now to 999 millibars with a sustained max winds up to 65 miles an hour. So it's moving pretty fast. West-northwest at 21 miles an hour. That's pretty quick. It's a chugging along for sure. But recon data shows 1,001. Here, let me pull up the 1,000. Pull up the flight data here. Let's see what we got going on. Looks like mean sea level pressure got down to about 1,001. Yeah, 1,001 millibars. Look at that. Once they got on the edge of the storm, those flight level winds really skyrocketed here. Looks like about 60 knots, about 58 knots is what they found in it. That's crazy. Hold on, let me pull up my conversion here. Still don't know it off the top of my head. Let's do knots to miles per hour. So 1 knot is 1.151 miles an hour. So what would y'all say? That's about 58 knots. So that's 66 miles an hour. Yeah, you know what? No, that lines up great with what they have. You can see right here 63. So that rounds up to 65. So yeah. Yeah, it seems legit. Seems about right. Yeah, especially with that new deep convection going on. That latest convective plume, that thing's crazy. Definitely really convecting. But yeah, like I said, it looks like we do have a little bit of wind shear that was getting to it. Kind of going this way. See, the next name on the list of hurricanes is going to be quite a gnarly one called Karen. Oh, I know. I've been waiting for that one the whole season, guys. See, I'm more worried about her than the rest of the tropical storms and hurricanes we have. Well, you know what? We'll see what happens with that low. Who knows? Karen could be the coastal storm. You know? It's a real good possibility. You know, it's that coastal storm appears to be sparked by that cold front coming through. So that could be Karen. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We'll definitely need to watch that. It's definitely gonna be pretty windy. But yeah, the northeast coast definitely should watch this. You know, we'll definitely be watching it over the next several days. You know, we'll keep you guys in the loop with everything. But it seems like a lot of the heavy stuff is going to be right around the 12th, going into 13th here. Yeah, those are accumulated wind gusts. And you can see along the coast of like Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, you know, up in the northeast by like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. You know, quite a bit of winds out here. So that was that's GFS, and then you got Euro. Euro is actually a little bit more significant. Yeah, Euro shows like whenever it loads, I'll show you guys. Is this a new run? Oh, it's a new run. Here, let me go back to the previous run that's actually fully done. But it's not letting me select it, sadly. Anyways, it's a little bit more, like more 60, upwards of 70 mile an hour wind gusts out there along some of the coastal areas, like just off the coast of New Jersey. So we'll definitely watch it. We'll see what happens with it. Could be quite a rainmaker too. Man, if this was wintertime, could you imagine how much snow this would bring? A system like this would dump feet of snow, probably. Which, you know, as you guys know, I mean, it's almost that time of the year again. Speaking of that, let me, let's look at the fall foliage so far. Turn off that. Oh, yeah, look at all this. Freeze watches. Ugh. That's for Pennsylvania. Got a little bit of New York there. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Got some frost advisories in the middle-ish blue. And then frost advisories, freeze warnings. And then we got some up in Michigan. Yikes. We just got this one lonely one out here by eastern Idaho. What's up, Emmanuel? Good to see you. Sorry I'm late. Let's put my daughter to bed. You're good, man. I understand. It's good to see you, though. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's check up on those leaves. Let's see where the leaves stand. You guys noticing any color changes yet? Oh, wow. That has changed significantly since the last time we pulled this up. Especially up in the northeast. Looks like we got some pretty good color going on here. We have peak color in the red. That's for a lot of like Maine, you know, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York State, a little bit of upper West Virginia. Looks like up there by upper Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, we got quite a bit. Wow. Yep, it's that time of the year, y'all. It's fall, y'all. And you know what happens after fall, right? I know a lot of you guys are excited for it, and I know a lot of you guys are not. Let's see here. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Hi, Andrew, and everyone else. What's up, man? Chris says, I'd say we would dump quite a few feet of snow. Wouldn't that be an indication of what to expect during this winter? Possibly. I do think we'll get some nor'easters this year, yeah. Let's see here. Also, try explaining to your 2-year-old daughter that her birthday is in winter. Keep it light. Just tons of changing in Indy. Are you getting a lot of leaf changes out there? Yeah, it looks pretty good. So we got low to moderate. Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, no, like I said, we have a lot of freeze stuff, frost, you know, freeze warnings, freeze watches, all that fun stuff starting to pop up here. So yeah, all of it's coming. No sign of Jerry though on radar. I'm sure all this is going in. No, it's going the other way. Huh. Interesting. Last winter was pretty miserable for the East Coast, so who knows how miserable this winter, despite what the almanac farmers say. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Farmer's Almanac, I ain't gonna lie. Winters are very tricky. They're very tricky. Um, Honestly, the best thing to do is just wait and see what you get. That's more climatology. Weather over time, rather than meteorology, which is like current time and near future weather. See, I never really cared for. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't hate it either, climatology, but I like meteorology more because it's like what's going on now and then. Not my cup of tea. I know it is for some people, but not mine. There's climatology is much more inaccurate forecasting wise because it's weather on the big picture and over time. Meanwhile, meteorology is like close time and now and near future. Basically, there's a lot more high res models and stuff. It's been changing for a few weeks. Gotcha. Yeah, no changes in Florida. I don't think we really don't have much of a fall down here. All right, here, let's pull back up our sat. But you know what? I tell you what, Jerry looks pretty good. It does. Like I said, it's battling a little bit of wind shear, it looks like, but appears to be upper level. Here, let me do something real quickly. We'll bring up the Hurricane Center, current cone. There we go. Best track. Okay, so you can kind of see where it's at here. Let's grab a sounding from the GFS model. Look at those kinematics. A lot of that looks like going west. Interesting. Those barbs are going kind of west, southwest. Don't want to do that. But yeah, that's definitely interesting. I don't know if I already told you guys, but they did downgrade the storm because we were supposed to be Cat 2. We now are down to Category 1, so that's good news. And like I said, this thing's going to be east of Bermuda, which is good. Impacts should be fairly minimal for these islands out here, but we'll definitely keep an eye on it. And it'll likely still be a little gusty, especially on those coastlines there. It's going to be getting a little bit gusty, but I really don't think it's going to be anything like super significant per se. Cumulative maximum gust. It was looking a lot worse earlier, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like last couple days. Let's see here. Are we sure that's not a Cat 1.5? It's a Cat 5 Cat 1.25. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't even know what I did there. It's a category 1.572346. There you go. But yeah, I mean, now on the forecast track, thankfully, it's, as you can see, it's not supposed to become a hurricane until after it pulls away from the islands here, which is good. It's weird because GFS has those winds east of the cone for the most part. Here, let's bring up some of the main hurricane models that we have not done that yet. So let me bring y'all over here. Look at the HRF. It's actually a new run of the HWRF. Look at that. So it looks like it really picks up strength once we pull north. I mean, maybe far down in the HWR really has the thing picking up. After we pull north. There's those islands there. HMON shows. Wow, hardly anything. The hurricane that defies mathematics. We'll do parent HFSA. Oh my goodness, we're just losing support at this point. It's all over the place. Is that Panama? Wait, is that Texas coast? No. Why does it have it down here? Oh my gosh. Let's do HFSB. Let's see if there's any changes here. Well, okay. Looks like HFSB has some support, but it just has it dying. Yeah. Seems like a significant downgrade in the models, which is good. Here's the main hurricane models. I don't think I've showed this tonight, but still quite a bit of disagreement, Like a lot of it has to do with how strong the storm is too. A stronger storm, bigger storm would, probably move less than a smaller, weaker storm that's more influenced by bigger surrounding systems. But you can see the highest density is farther away from the islands, which is good. So that I am thankful for. Why is my mouse not showing? It would be a little bit more helpful if my mouse showed. There we go. Yeah, the higher densities over here, you can see. Got a few models going further west. There's Bermuda right there. Models keep the thing mostly just well east of Bermuda, so that's good news. Here's same models, just on the intensity guidance here. So, middle ground, kind of upper tropical storm, lower Cat 1. I mean, you got a few models, kind of outcast models that goes way up. Yeah, but like I said, guidance is tanked a lot, and which is honestly the best scenario, to be honest, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, still quite a bit of a gap, though. I mean, look at that. They're not really in too much of agreement in terms of strength. I mean, nor track either, but it's our recon. Let's look at our latest recon data. Oh, yeah, they haven't flew back into it yet. Oh, they're up in the northwest side of the storm. So they're likely going to come in like this, go down. They're probably going to go pull this way. And then they'll probably go back down. Like a big zigzag, basically. But they did find 1,000 millibars with that dropson they did. Right there in the center. Not an eye yet, but center of the storm. Y'all think that Jerry will ever get an eye? I have my doubts. Honestly, I'm gonna put a vote on our community page. Let me do that real quick before I forget. Y'all go vote. Go on our community page and vote. Let's see here. There you go. Yep, y'all go check out our community page. Let's see. I'm surprised more people aren't interested in the weather. It's pretty cool. I love the weather. Yeah, especially the tech behind it too. I think that's where I like it the most, to be honest with y'all. like the weather technology and stuff, like guidance models, observations, all that stuff. So cool, love it. I'll tell you what though, like I said, it looks pretty good right now. Other than that wind shear, it's kind of running into. Yeah, so it'll be near hurricane strength by the time it passes just east of the islands here. So, like I said, really good news for them. Just gonna squeeze on by, but those tropical storm force winds, honestly, more than likely will be just off the coast here. Let's see here. CC says, I definitely love it and thank you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely really cool, huh? So there's Bermuda here. You can see the cone. It's well east of Bermuda, so I don't see too much of a problem for Bermuda. You guys should be good out there. But as always, we'll still watch it, still monitor it, see what happens. Honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit more concerned about this this coastal low that develops here, rather than Jerry. At this point, Jerry was the main concern. Now I'm starting to shift my concern to this guy. Because we could definitely see quite a bit of strong winds out here with this guy. Nothing's final here, but models are showing a good 60 plus mile an hour winds. That's GFS. Here's Euro. You can see just how much more significant Euro has some of those areas. Maybe even like 70 mile an hour wind gusts. But like I said, it's not confirmed yet. Not for sure, I should say. It would mostly be those coastal areas that would really feel it. It really dies off the more inland you go. Anyways. Well, y'all, probably going to roll off here. Just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. But if you guys have any questions before I roll off, go ahead and throw them in the chat. I will be more than happy to answer them. Let's see, CC says, yeah, I'm concerned about my weather here for the weekend. I live in Connecticut. Most people aren't discussing this because models are conflicting. Yeah. Well, seems like there's a bit more agreement between GFS and Euro. They both do show a pretty decent low developing here, and some pretty strong winds because of it. Inland is still going to be a little bit windy out there. But we'll definitely keep an eye on it. GFS wants a lot more stronger winds further inland here. What about for me? Nope. It doesn't look like we're going to get much over here. Let's do the AI ECMWF model. Maybe not. That one doesn't have it, I don't think. Anyways. Alright, everybody. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. You guys have a great night. Thank you all for joining. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. we shall be back tomorrow to give you guys some more updates here on the tropics and everything like that. So, if you guys could on the way out, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and y'all once again check out our merch page. We got some pretty cool stuff on the merch page, so be sure to check all that out. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat again for you guys if y'all lost the link or if you want the link. So let me do that now. But just thank you all so much for joining us and cool stuff, and for hanging out with us here. Here we go. There's the link to the merch page if you guys want to check it out. Anyways, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining. You guys take care. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, everybody. See y'all later on.